This is a project that we've seen done online before, and every time it turns out so cool, and we've wanted to do it forever, so now we're doing it.
We went hunting for an old used dollhouse. We ended up finding one at Goodwill. We've got 3 or 4 Goodwills kind of in the general area, so we went to a bunch of them, did some really fun treasure hunting, and we got lucky. We found this one.
This is perfect. It's got texture, it's huge. This is gonna be like epic.
Obviously, you're gonna have a different experience with your local stores, but Goodwill is an awesome place to go hunting for Halloween decor, for like old costumes, and you might even find something similar. There's 4 high-level steps on this. The first thing is paint everything. We're gonna start with a primer so everything sticks, and then we'll do kind of some gray walls, maybe the trim will get a color, and then we're gonna move on to effects.
So we're gonna do dry brushing and some washes and make it look like it's just really old and decrepit.
Then we get to add props, which we're gonna board up the windows.
And then we're gonna do lighting. We're gonna put some cool flickering candle lights in there. We'll see what we can come up with.
It sounds like a lot, but this should go pretty quick. I think we're just done. I mean, this looks awesome.
It's a spooky house.
The black base coat is gonna give us, one, it helps with the shadows and stuff and all the little cracks and crevices, but also the acrylic paint is gonna stick to this a lot better than it would just the normal plastic.
We looked online for Victorian haunted houses and we found this this picture right here. So it's got dirty white trim, kind of a medium gray walls, and then a dark gray roof. Another classic example of a Victorian haunted house is the Addams Family house. I love the colors on it, and it's got like these awesome gates at the top. This is perfect inspiration for our house. So we're gonna start off by blocking in all those main colors, and then once those are all in, we can go back in and add in all our paint effects, make it look dirty and grungy and stuff. So we're making the color for the siding right now. It's mostly white with a little bit of black and blue and a little tiny bit of brown in there. This is a very pretty gray. Let's see how it goes. Since this was a custom color and we definitely made plenty of it, we're gonna save the rest just in case we need to do any touch-ups later.
There are so many little edges, like just tiny little sides of things and like little intricate things. This has taken a lot longer than we thought, but it's starting to look really cool.
Ori, do you like this spooky house? We got your base coat done. You gonna do the rest? I'm gonna show you how to do washes and dry brush.
Good job. No, we don't need the paintbrush.
Base layer's done. The strategy we're going for here, instead of going from the dollhouse straight to haunted house, we wanted to make it more look like kind of a normal house. So like dollhouse, normal house, then haunted house. So there's an extra step in the middle, but it'll pay off later because we'll be able to get a lot more detail and, I don't know, cool, realistic stuff.
The next step in the process is to do a couple layers of washes. The point of the wash is for the paint to actually pool in like all the little cracks and crevices here. And if this were turned up right, it would all just kind of seep out. So we turn it on its side, that way it'll actually pool where it's supposed to go. The wash is basically just watered down paint. And you want to water it down enough where it's going to barely leave any pigment. As far as like the ratio of paint to water, you kind of just have to feel it out. It depends on how thick your paint is, how much pigment is in the paint. You have to mix some water and some paint, try it on a little inconspicuous area, and if it works well, great. You'll get the hang of it. I love it. It looks dirty and old and decrepit, and we still need to push it to like haunted level, but this house has been abandoned for a while. I'm adding some like really dirty black mold evil spots. I figure it's like the spirits oozing out of the walls of the house. To do that, I'm using like one of my crappiest brushes, and I'm mixing a black and this light gray together, and then I'm getting almost all of it off my brush. And then I'm doing a dry brush kind of tapping motion.
Once all the color was down, we lightly dry brushed all the edges of everything just to bring back some of the depth like you can see here on the roof tiles.
Finally done painting. We've got some awesome moss growing on the roof. We dry brushed everywhere to make some of the little details stand out. We finally did the door, got some like copper accents on there.
I like how you did death leaking out of the window. Like some evil is like...
It's oozing from the very walls of this house.
Yeah, I like it. We're really pulling out the spooky at this point.
So I think we're finally ready to start adding some like accessories and details to really bring this into the land of the dead. We want some black cats in our haunted house, so we found these little toys on Amazon, and look at this guy's eyes. He is looking into your soul, and we spray painted them black, so we did that with a few of our favorites. Now we're gonna dry brush their fur to add in a little bit more of that dimensionality back to them and paint in some normal looking eyes.
Aren't they gonna be like glowing red demon cat eyes?
Well, yes, but they're gonna be shaped like a normal cat's eyes would be, not a strange little dot. What you doing?
I'm carving little pumpkins. We got these at the store, but we're gonna turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. So I'm carving out the inside, and we're gonna carve little eyes and a mouth in them, and then put lights inside.
Okay, awesome. Show me your pumpkins. They're so cute. Wow. That's awesome.
So in the windows of the house, we're gonna have some light behind it, some flickering candles, and we're gonna put some stuff kind of in the windows themselves to diffuse the light.
The main thing we're gonna use is parchment paper, and that'll give us a nice diffused area, but it's a little too clean looking, so we're going to add something on top. Now we found this at the fabric store. It's kind of like a tulle, but it's got like a more papery texture.
Did you say it's like a tool?
T-U-L-L-E.
T-U-L-L.
Yeah, not like...
I learn at least one new word on every video.
Stuff like you make tutus out of.
It's called a tool.
But it's like more papery and, you know, it's got almost like this like creepy spiderwebby pattern in it.
So we're gonna have parchment paper with this stuff over it, so we get the nice diffused light, but you know, kind of a cool pattern.
We were on a walk the other day, and our neighbor had a bunch of branches, dead branches, like just out for trash. So we raided their trash pile and found baby trees. They're like perfect tree shape. We have to figure out how to make them stand. I'm not really sure how we're gonna do that. We painted our trees, but we need a way to stand them up. So what I did is found some washers. I glued a spacer on it. And now I think...
Does it work?
It will work.
It will work?
It will work.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Okay. It's a little shaky. It probably won't hold the big trees, but I think if we double stick tape this to whatever surface we're putting it on, then it should be totally fine.
Famous last words.
Keep our trees from falling over, we found these big metal plates. So we hot glued those on, and it's really steady now. And then to cover up all the mess, we just like glued on some moss.
So what's the paint strategy for these scary haunted house boarded up popsicle stick things?
Well, we're going to stain them with just really watered down acrylic. That's it. And then we're gonna brush on some black afterwards, just like more of that evil.
You're telling me a really simple paint technique will make these look amazing.
That's right. Voila. Brown sticks.
We made brown sticks,
We made brown
guys.
sticks. Come check it out. What do you think? Look at how it's old creepy wood.
That really does look like old creepy wood. popsicle sticks, a little bit of brown paint, a little bit of black paint.
Just apply the paint messy, but go with the grain. You want to go with it. Don't fight the grain.
Don't fight
Don't
the grain.
go against the grain. This is the one time I'm asking you to go with the grain.
So we're just gonna basically hot glue these on a little bit randomly. Okay, creepy haunted houses always have spiked railings across like the top and stuff. So we picked up some cocktail spears, some little plastic ones, and some bamboo skewers, and we're gonna make our own somehow, so I think. There we go, look. Random, crooked, like weird, creepy fence. Now we just gotta paint it black.
Gluing on the fence.
These fences came out amazing.
And they were so easy to do. All right, we're in the home stretch. We're putting in Flickering Lights, which you may remember we got on our Goodwill trip when we were looking for parts for a drinking skeleton. Also, I have lovely paper towel curtains. The idea here is that the white will help reflect the light forward instead of absorbing into the dark walls that are there.
And they're just taped on.
They're just taped on. See this? Now we have easy access. The orange lights looked awesome, but it kind of made it look like the house was on fire. So we swapped out our lights for some purple lights instead.
There's one last finishing touch we've been looking forward to. This is just an iPad. We're gonna play a video on this, and we're really gonna haunt this house. Color as a bait. What do I do with my hands, internet?
Like this. I want you to talk like this. The next step on the dollhouse is yeah. I think we're at some
We'll get it real hard.